Welcome back to the Beauty Lab podcast. I am your host, Monina, and my co-host, Velia.
Hello.
Thank you again for joining us every week. And today's topic is actually something we all do every single day of our lives. Well, not every single day, but something we should all be doing regularly. And for some reason, it has become so complicated. So we're hoping Velia can shed some light on this. And I think, Velia, with the technology and just overload on information, I think this has made things more complicated because we're told how to do something as simple as washing our hair. So many different ways and getting so many different ideas and suggestions and recommendations come to a point where people are like, I don't even know how often to wash my hair or how to even wash my hair. So today I want you to tell us a little bit more about that topic and kind of debunking a couple of things about something as simple as washing your hair.
All right. Welcome to the Beauty Lab podcast, your drive time resource for all things beauty, health, and wellness. We're your hosts and favorite beauty nerds, Monina and Velia.
Join us as we debunk myths, explore the latest trends, and dive deep into the science behind your favorite products. We'll interview industry experts and answer your burning beauty questions in 30 minutes or less. All right. I do have some questions for you.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is, because there's so many different theories out there about how to wash your hair, how often, when to, when not to, why has this become so complicated?
Yeah, like unbelievably complicated. It's pretty simple if you really look at it. It's all about following trends and all of these different companies or influencers or just the general information is really like priming you to buy a product. So a lot of these things are just to sell a product, and it's become so confusing. And do you remember When, the product When by Chaz Dean? Okay. So
I mean, I kind of remember When. I have absolutely no idea like what it was.
Okay.
I can't remember.
So When was like the first no sulfate, but sulfates weren't like a big topic yet. But it was called a conditioning cleanser. And this celebrity stylist, Chaz Dean, created this product and he sold it on QVC and HSN.
That's probably why I remember the name, because I
Yes.
probably saw it on QVC. Yeah.
Right. And so basically what it is that it's a conditioner that you rub on your scalp and pretend it's a shampoo. And it's supposed to, work with your natural oils and not get rid of your natural oils. And all of this is because back then when first came out, WEN is how you spell when, we were all using herbal essences and, and every professional hair product contained sulfates. And so I think once the sulfate-free kind of topic became more mainstream and product lines started eliminating sulfates out of their shampoos and stuff, this kind of thing sort of saw its way out. But at the time, When was like this big thing. And now it's funny because there's a thing called co-washing, and co-washing is exactly the same thing. And, whoever invented co-washing in 2023 just forgot all about When and acted like they're the ones that invented this.
Wait, is the co-washing the trend where people were just using conditioner to wash their hair?
Basically, yeah. And that's basically what When is. When had no ability to actually cleanse your hair.
So it's not the thing where you buy at the store that's a combination of conditioner and shampoo?
No.
Okay.
It's not like a no, not exactly, because those kind of 2-in-1 things are really kind of geared more towards like men with short hair, So they are more cleansing than they are conditioning, actually.
Okay, so because it does have surfactants.
Yeah,
it actually cleans
exactly.
the hair.
That actually does clean your hair.
Okay.
No, this is like just like basically rubbing conditioner on your head. And so I actually bought When way back then, and the directions are like pump 20 pumps swear to God.
It's like half
20
the
pumps.
bottle.
Yeah. And the bottle is like, it was, it was like this big. I don't know the ounces, but it was a short bottle. And it was like $45 for a bottle.
Back then?
Okay. So this is like 30 years ago or something. Wow. And it was like 20 pumps. And you like rub it on your scalp. Anyways, Alyssa Milano was a big spokesperson for Wen, along with a bunch of other celebrities, which, also kind of a red flag, right? Now that we know how this kind of stuff works,
right?
Anytime you see a celebrity endorsing a product, you're like, I'm on to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
really
is it really that good? I don't think so. Il Maquillage. Just calling you out, Il Maquillage.
Different topic.
Yeah, totally different topic. But anyways, when was the first time you've ever really heard, don't wash your hair with shampoo? Use this because you want to continue to keep the natural oils on your scalp and also through your hair. And anyway, I don't know. It went away because people were starting to have really bad problems.
Yeah.
Really bad scalp issues and, allegedly some hair loss. I don't know.
Is it Chaz Dean? Is that what you said? And he actually was a hairstylist, and a cosmetologist. So that's what makes it even harder, right? Like the normal person's like, oh, well, they must know what they're talking about. They're a celebrity artist and they're licensed.
Right.
So what they're saying must be true. So just buyer beware.
Yeah, buyer beware. And you mentioned like brushing your teeth. This is like what as routine as brushing your teeth. Well, people don't do that right either, and it's not our fault. I'm sorry, it's not. It's all marketing and it's marketing gimmicks and whitening toothpaste. I have so many clients that are either dental hygienists or dental assistants or dentists. And they're like, no, whitening toothpaste is terrible for your teeth. But
like every day, you should
every day.
Using it every day.
Yeah, every day. But and they're like, if you need to whiten your teeth, like it's better to just use whitening strips, like once every 6 months or whatever, versus every day whitening toothpaste. But good luck finding a toothpaste that doesn't say it's whitening anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like the companies kind of see what the trends are and what people are asking for, but just because we're asking for it doesn't mean you should give it to us.
Right.
Because it may not be the best thing for us, at least on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was a long answer to like, what the heck? Like, why is something so simple as washing your hair so complicated now?
Yeah. So my second question then is, what are the most common mistakes people do when washing their hair? Now that they're so inundated with all of these recommendations and what to do, what not to do, can you kind of touch on those common mistakes for us?
Yeah. Yes. So I would say the most common mistakes I see all the time are not washing your hair often enough. Okay. So I say if you can rub your fingertips on your scalp and then touch your fingertips together, like rub them together, if you feel any kind of residue, oil, anything, it's time to wash your hair. That's it. It's very easy. And if for some reason you can't use that as your indicator, don't go more than 3 days.
Okay.
That's the most simple way I can really kind of break it down.
So that'd be the easiest way to remember is don't go more than 3 days.
Don't go more than 3 days. Because even after 3 days, if you are rubbing your scalp and you're don't feel anything on your fingertips, chances are you have 3 days worth of junk you need to get off your hair.
Exactly. Or if you're an athlete or you're working out.
Yes. If you're working out and you're sweating hard, you want to do it more than that. You want to do it maybe every other day. If you have to wash your hair every day, though, it's okay. It's totally okay. Just get good products that aren't going to strip your color or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, because if you're a yoga instructor or Pilates and you're sweating every single day, or I don't know, maybe you're someone who goes into a steam room or something every day, so it's okay to wash your hair. Okay. If it's good product.
Yes.
Obviously. Okay.
Yep. And another mistake would be not washing it for enough time when you're in the shower. So I always say wash it for 60 seconds. Also, not rinsing and repeating. So There's a reason why it says that on every single shampoo bottle, rinse and repeat, because you really do need to rinse and repeat. Double wash every time you wash it. If you wash your hair every single day, and that's been your routine and that is your routine, you don't have to wash it twice every time.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most people don't do that. Most people don't wash it every day.
Right.
Even if it's every other day, wash it twice.
What's interesting is that's very similar to washing your face. Like you want to double cleanse and you want to leave it on for 60 seconds. I think that is probably the biggest mistake most people do with both their facial cleansers as well as their shampoo.
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest with you, until you started educating me on this, I don't think I left the shampoo on that long. I mean, I go in there and massage it.
Yeah.
But you can do that in like 30 seconds.
I know. You can do it in 10 seconds.
Right, right.
But yeah, I know. You just have to keep going.
Yeah. And would you say 60 seconds for both the first and second wash?
Yeah.
Okay. So 60 seconds both times.
Both times.
60 seconds rinse, 60 seconds rinse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The next mistake would be not using enough shampoo. So also in the when days, when professional hair care started getting actually for some reason more concentrated, hairstylists were telling their clients, just use a little bit because it's really concentrated. And that's true compared to like, I don't know, VO5 or like some cheap, generic stuff. But that doesn't mean just use a tiny little bit, because especially if you're going a few days between washes, you need enough product on your hands to and on your scalp to like really get in all of the places. Right. So not using enough shampoo is a big problem that I see. So if you have really thick hair and you're using like a palm full of shampoo, you're probably doing it right.
Okay.
I know that there's like, oh, that's too much. No, it's not. Not if you're only washing your hair every few days, right? You just want to make sure you have enough to cover all of your scalp.
Okay, I have a question then, because I noticed that you're right. When you first wash your hair, it even though I have that same amount, it doesn't feel like it lathers and suds up as much. Then I rinse, then I go to put, sometimes I'll put a little less, because the second time it lathers and suds up a lot more.
Yes.
So would you say you want to still use the same amount on the first and second wash?
You can probably like play around a little bit with that, but probably I would say, most likely, yes, you're going to want to use the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And for the same amount of time, so just do the exact same thing twice.
Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, there are times when I'm too lazy, or I just simply forget because I'm so tired that I didn't do the second wash. And now that I think about it, I think my hair doesn't stay as clean as long.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So when I do the double, I can go like 3 days.
Yes.
Without it getting like really greasy and gross and oily.
Exactly. And then the last common mistake is not using the right hair care products or right kind of shampoo for your hair type. And I'm not going to go deep into hair types or anything right now, because I've talked about hair types in other episodes.
Yeah.
And if you don't know your hair type, I will link a free guide that I have created in the show notes, and that will totally help you determine your hair type.
Yeah, it just answer the questions and it'll be able to spit out some answers for you. But like she said, we've talked about even shampoo types and surfactants and all that in another episode if you want to go a little deeper.
Yeah, episode 6 is the one about sulfates.
Sulfates, yeah, that's a great one too. She does dive in a little bit more into all that. So, yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, I have a third. Now that we're on the actual washing part, why don't you walk us through what you consider like proper steps in getting your hair like really clean?
Yeah, okay. So here is how I explain to every single one of my clients how to wash their hair. Okay, so before you get in the shower, you want to brush your hair. Okay, brushing your hair will remove excess hair that's just kind of hanging out, not falling out. It will also remove any dead skin on your scalp and any buildup off of your scalp. So when you do go in to wash it, you're not having to work as hard at scrubbing, because let's face it, nobody scrubs their head well enough. Okay, so now you're in the shower, wet your hair, and when you pump the shampoo into your hands, normally what we do is like rub our hands together and make it all foamy and emulsify it. Don't do that. So pump it in your hands, and you can spread it like on your hands a little bit, but really what you want to do is you want to take your fingertips and kind of scoop it and place it in these 5 areas. So you want to go on either side of like your temples, okay? And then you want to go your crown, and then you want to go, the last part is the bottom 2 like corners, like right behind your ears. Okay, so if you just scoop and smush, is what I always say, scoop and smush. So you want to feel the shampoo actually like squishing on your scalp. If you are not using enough shampoo, you won't feel like the cold shampoo squishing on your scalp. Okay, so now you have all 5 of those areas with shampoo, and then you want to like dip your head back, get a little water on there, and just start scrubbing. And you're focusing on your scalp. Scrub, 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 add a little more water, scrub, 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 add a little more water, maybe like 3 times, 4 times, do that until you have like a huge lather. Then rinse that out and do the exact same thing again. Now, if you're somebody who uses scalp scrub, or specifically, I guess, my scalp scrub, because there are different scalp scrubs and they're used different ways, the second wash is you want to add the scalp scrub. And the scalp scrub will help with like dry scalp and just removing excess buildup off of your hair and scalp. So scalp scrub would be on the second wash. Okay, rinse that out. Then your conditioner, you want to use a good amount of conditioner, but you don't have to use like a crazy amount of conditioner. You just want to be able to feel like the slimy conditioner, like on everything but about an inch or 2 off of your scalp. So don't put it on your scalp. Definitely don't start by putting it on your scalp. Start on the ends, work your way up. Leave that on for 2 to 3 minutes, you know, doing whatever else you're doing in the shower. And then when you rinse that out 100%. Because a big mistake that people do a lot is they leave some conditioner in because they want to be able to detangle their hair after the shower. That's not what this conditioner is for. If you need to detangle your hair after the shower, you need to use a leave-in conditioner. You should be using that anyway, but that's a different
topic.
Different topic.
Yeah.
And you can brush your hair in the shower with conditioner on it if you're someone who feels like, I can never get my hair detangled enough. When you're in the shower, you can brush the conditioner through it if that helps detangle your hair.
And I know in another episode you said if your hair is wet, you should use a wet brush when you're brushing your hair. So so have a wet brush in the shower if you're going to be detangling it. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. If you want to understand a little bit more about why, you can watch our other episode where she talks about brushing wet hair with a wet brush. Awesome. All right. Was that pretty much it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean,
Okay.
it's not rocket science. It's just doing the thing.
Right, right. Okay, also wanted to mention that when you do have freshly washed hair, I do notice, obviously, my hair does style better,
Yeah.
right? And it holds the style longer,
Yes.
too, when it's freshly washed.
Yeah.
So-
And if your hair is clean and you're cleaning it properly, you can go longer. And your goal, you know, again, there's always variables, but the goal, if you're trying to keep your ends from getting dry and keep your roots from getting, you know, too greasy, is to make sure that when you do take the time to wash your hair, you're doing it properly.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's really been helpful. Like, again, like I said, you know, I'm a grown woman, been washing my hair for how many years? But the stuff you just talked about, I mean, you educated me on that, you know, over the years that we've known each other, but it's not common.
I know.
It's not a common thing people are taught.
It isn't.
Right? So, yeah, I hope you guys have found this really helpful, and we just want to thank you for coming in here and listening to us week in and week out, and we hope you find value in it. And if you do, we really, really would appreciate if you could download share, subscribe, do all the things. And if this is a topic that you feel would benefit someone else, please definitely share it with them as well. Okay, I do have one more question though. So you're very passionate about hair, just like I am about sunscreen, but you're very passionate too about washing your hair, because I have overheard you tell even like my kids, your kids, teenagers, other adults about properly washing your hair. And you do mention that there are a lot of adults that you can tell do not wash their hair properly, right? So tell me, why is washing your hair such a passionate thing for you?
Why am I like this? How did I get this
Yes,
way?
how'd you get here?
So most of my clients have come in their very first hair appointment, and you know, we talk about their challenges and what they're having problems with, and everyone is like, my hair is greasy, but my scalp is dry, or my scalp is greasy and my hair is dry. And they always have some kind of complaint about their scalp or their hair, whether it's dandruff or oily scalp or just overall imbalance somewhere. And I've been able to help so many people fix these issues. I don't want to say they're not life-altering issues, but they kind of are, you know, because anyway, I've been able to help them fix these issues with literally just these steps. It's so simple, but it's also, you have to know. You don't know what you don't know.
It's just like with anything else. If the foundation of what you're doing isn't being done properly, everything that follows after that, you're going to have issues. There's always going to be something that doesn't work properly, or, I mean, it goes for skincare, it goes for everything, if you're not doing the foundation steps properly.
Right. And, you know, of course, hygiene is important. And a lot of what we hear now is, you know, don't wash your hair at all. You know, you want to keep your natural oils.
Yeah, that's another, there's a lot of like myths, I guess, that are out there talking about stuff like that, like why you shouldn't wash every day or why you should wash every other day. You know, you hear that all the time.
Even why you shouldn't wash your hair aside from like once a month. That is ludicrous. To me. And it's not hygienic. And it will cause problems. It will cause problems. It's not like, I wonder if it will. No, it will. It will cause big problems. But, you know, yes, hygiene is important, but also like confidence is like the most important. And
we all know when you have a bad hair day, the rest of your day is bad. So,
and a bad hair day, most of the time can be solved by just washing your hair. Like, honestly.
Absolutely.
You know, when you look good, you feel good, kind of thing, right? When you feel good, you do good.
Absolutely.
When you do good, you attract more good, and we all need more good.
We need more good,
right?
In our lives,
Yeah. So it's like, hey, just wash your hair, and it'll bring you good things.
It'll make a good day.
Yes, nothing but good will come of it.
Absolutely, I agree. Okay, well, I'm out of my questions, but we do have a really good question, kind of what you just touched on. And so this message is from Susie from Santa Cruz. And her question is, oh my gosh, I hear this all the time. I used to wash my hair every day. Again, that was really eye-opening for me. I thought that was a bad thing to wash every day. But I used to wash my hair every day, but my stylist told me to stop because it was drying out my hair and making my scalp greasier. I hear this, I've heard this actually for years, people telling me that. Now I wash my hair once a week to train it to be less greasy. I've heard that too. Okay, but it's not helping. What am I doing wrong? Because it's getting worse and now I have flakes. There we go.
So training your scalp is one of the many, many theories. I was going to say something mean, but we'll call it a theory. That are out there, where basically if the concept of training your scalp, if you're stripping all the oils off of your scalp all the time, like every day, then your scalp is signaled to produce more oils to replenish. kind of like your skin, right, on your face.
Yeah.
Like if you're drying out your skin, the oils in your skin like want to replenish faster and
your
whatever.
body is very smart. So if you're starting to lose too much of one thing, it's going to overcompensate
Yes.
and produce more of that thing. Yeah.
So I think that's where the idea of training your scalp came from. However, there's not a human on this freaking planet that is drying out their scalp by washing it too well every day. Unless you're using herbal essences and you watched our last, I don't know, couple episodes ago where this might actually be true, where you're drying out your scalp because you're using a product that has really harsh chemicals and sulfates and yada yada. I wouldn't worry about trying to train your scalp. That's not really that realistic of a thing. No.
Okay.
So first of all, Susie, thank you for your question. You're not alone. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of anybody who has these questions because it's not your fault.
Yeah, we've all been told these things.
Exactly.
Or we've heard someone else talk about it. And again, it goes back to the one thing. It's like her stylist told her this.
Yeah.
So if we can't believe the experts, and who are we going to believe?
I know.
Right?
And then you're like, why would we believe you then, Velia? Aren't you just one of those?
Just
You're just another Chastain? No. So your scalp's getting greasier and you're getting flakes, Susie, because you're not washing your hair. You're not cleaning all the oils and the buildup and the skin and all that stuff. You don't have dandruff most likely, but you do have product buildup and skin building up on your scalp that you're not cleaning off, and then the oils on your scalp are just kind of smushing it down.
Yeah.
So start washing your hair, I'd say every other day, and you're gonna be fine.
And brush it out before you shower to get all that buildup. Yeah, and until you taught me that, I never brushed my hair before I went. And again, it's a lot easier to wash your hair.
It is a lot
easier.
You actually use less product when your hair is not tangled because it's all, you have bed head or whatever.
Right.
It's getting worse. Yeah, just wash your hair more. You'll be okay.
And follow the steps.
Follow the steps.
Talked about. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you who've been trying to train your scalp, stop. Stop. It's not going to work. It's really, your scalp, you're never going to remove enough oils off of your scalp to initiate the reaction on your scalp, the oil glands, the sebaceous glands on your scalp to continue to produce, like overproduce.
Yeah, most likely it's not oily and greasy because you've overwashed.
Yes.
It's because you haven't washed enough, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. And use sulfate-free shampoo. Try that.
Yeah.
Wash more often, use sulfate-free shampoo.
Double wash,
and you don't have to run the shampoo through the ends if you're worried about your ends getting dry. That cleaning your hair, just your scalp, is just enough.
It's enough. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we covered it.
I hope I answered your question, Susie.
I think you did. Because I was wondering that too, because I have been told all these things.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. All the time.
Yeah. So you guys are not alone.
Nope.
And don't feel bad that you were
misinformed and
that you fell for it or what have you. And that's really the reason why we're here. Is we want to come on here and debunk these types of myths and give you our professional opinions, and again, take everything with a grain of salt, try it yourself. We're just here to guide you guys and help you choose the right things for your scalp and for your skin and for your face shape and all the things. That was it for today.
Okay.
So thank you again, everyone, for joining us every week. We so appreciate you. And again, please like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, please download this episode or any other episode that you find value. We'd really, really appreciate it. I'm Monina.
I'm Velia.
Until next time,
keep experimenting with your beauty routine. I know, at least I have a little bit of a reflection in the mirror or in the window.
Oh, you can see.
Barely, not enough just enough for me to see bright yellow glasses.
I like Are you rolling?
We're rolling.
Rolling. Okay. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Something that's become quite complicated. Things like that. I think just with the inundation, start all over. Really.
Okay.
my mind started saying things in my head too fast. Shut up! It's too much.
Also, what's for dinner?
Yeah. I can only understand one voice at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, it's that time of day. Okay.
All right. And most of my... Okay, we'll start that again.
Arf, arf. That's a good blooper.
I hope it picked it up and we didn't just stop for no reason.
I know.
Someone has their little yappy dog in the salon, and we made it this far without interruption.
I'm going to start all over. Come on. I'm going to find out.
Yeah, you're like, there are ways. Okay.
All right.